Hello everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Today, we'll be exploring the theme of found and lost, focusing on personal stories about losing and finding something important. Our journey will include some listening and discussion activities, so get ready to participate. The main topic comes from Unit 12, and we'll be working with pages 188 and 189 of your student's book. I'm excited to share this with you, and I look forward to hearing your stories and thoughts about lost and found moments. Let's get started. Now let's take a closer look at this slide. You see the phrase, his suitcase, and next to it, luggage on the carousel. This sets the scene at the airport, where luggage is coming out on the conveyor belt. When I ask, what does it refer to in the title? I want you to think about how we often use pronouns like it without making clear what we're talking about. In this case, it could refer to the suitcase or perhaps the luggage itself. Looking at the picture, what do you think is happening? Someone has just arrived, and their luggage is being unloaded or picked up. The question, where is the picture taken, prompts us to consider the setting. It's clearly an airport. But more specifically, which airport? That might not be obvious, but the main idea is that this scene is happening in a busy, bustling terminal. Now I ask myself, had I really lost it? This brings up a common airport experience, losing something in transit or misplacing luggage. It makes us think about the uncertainty and the small worries we all face during travel. Finally, I want to point out that the title of the text is important. It likely relates to the idea of losing or finding luggage, or perhaps the confusion that can happen in busy travel environments. This slide is all about warming us up to the theme of travel, luggage, and the small adventures and mishaps that come with it. Understanding these everyday scenarios helps us connect more deeply with the overall topic of the presentation. Let's take a closer look at this slide's title. It doesn't tell us exactly what happened, but instead, it raises some interesting questions. When do you think someone might be thinking or saying something like this? Maybe in a situation where they're unsure or trying to figure out what's going on. Or perhaps when they're about to tell a story but aren't revealing all the details right away. Now, what kind of story do you expect to read about here? It's probably something that involves mystery or uncertainty, where the reader has to piece together clues. This slide is important because it encourages us to think critically about context and perspective. It reminds us that sometimes the questions we ask can shape how we interpret a story or a situation. Keeping this in mind helps us understand the bigger picture, which is a key part of our overall theme today, how questions and curiosity drive our understanding and decision-making. Let's take a closer look at the person in the picture. He appears to be a businessman, or perhaps a consultant, or someone in a related profession. Given his frequent travel for work, it's clear he's often on the move. Now, about his age, he could be in his 40s or 50s, or maybe he's younger in his mid to late 30s. The truth is, we have no specific clues about his appearance, so we're left to imagine. What stands out is that he's a very busy, preoccupied individual. You can almost see the sense of urgency in his demeanor, especially as he's at the airport. And this scene is quite relatable. Many of us have been stressed in similar situations. For instance, I remember a time when I was traveling and really needed my luggage, which contained a new laptop I had just packed. That added a layer of stress because I couldn't find it immediately, and I was worried about missing my flight or losing important work. In this scenario, the writer was feeling quite overwhelmed, and I think it's safe to say many of us would feel the same in such circumstances. And ultimately, the writer was so embarrassed at the end, probably because of the chaos or the mistake he made. This scene really highlights how stressful travel can be and how important it is to stay calm and organized, especially when everything is on the line. It ties into the overall theme of managing stress and expectations in a busy professional life. So in this part of my story, I realized that I needed to explain what happened with my suitcase. That's when I explained, well, the situation to the staff. It's a small detail, but it really highlights how things can sometimes go wrong even when you're prepared. Earlier, I had headed to the baggage claim area, expecting everything to go smoothly. But then, I kept waiting and waiting. Eventually, the carousel stopped moving and my luggage just wasn't coming. I had even packed carefully, making sure everything was in order, and I was quite anxious about it. At that point, I decided to go to the information desk to find out what was happening. It's a good reminder that when things don't go as planned, staying calm and seeking help is the best course of action. And just to put it into context, I had just finished a week full of meetings, so I was pretty exhausted. My schedule was packed. Every day was filled with appointments and discussions, so dealing with this luggage issue was really just the last thing I needed at the time. So, in this part of my experience, I was really trying to make the most of my time there, pushing myself to get everything done. Honestly, I was exhausted. I was giving it my all, but it was wearing me down. Then, as I moved into the next phase, my thoughts and feelings started to shift. I was becoming more and more stressed out. I couldn't believe what was happening around me. The tension was building, and I was completely worked up, feeling like I was ready for a fight. And by the time I reached that point, I was all set to defend myself or confront whatever was causing that stress. It's a cycle many of us go through when we're under pressure, trying to keep up, feeling overwhelmed, and then reaching that breaking point. This progression really highlights how stress accumulates and how our thoughts and feelings escalate when we're pushed to our limits. It's a powerful reminder of how important it is to recognize these signs early and find ways to manage stress before it gets overwhelming. Now, moving on to faster motion, let's look at how we use simple forms, like the past simple, to list actions that are often quite time-consuming. These are typically presented in a condensed manner, especially when space is limited, such as in paragraph 1. It's a straightforward way to quickly convey a sequence of events without overwhelming the listener. On the other hand, when we shift to slower motion, we're often dealing with more complex structures, such as the progressive forms. These allow us to reflect on ongoing thoughts or processes, adding depth to our explanations. Conjunctions are also key here, helping us connect ideas smoothly and show relationships between different reflections or actions. So overall, these different verb forms, simple for quick, straightforward actions, and progressive for ongoing thoughts, are essential tools. They help us communicate more effectively, depending on whether we want to highlight the action itself or the process behind it. This ties back to the broader theme of how we balance clarity and detail in our communication. So I felt relief when I initially thought I found my wallet. It was a big moment of reassurance. But then I found my wallet was missing, and I felt disappointed. Even though they looked for it, they didn't find it, which made me feel miserable. At that point, I decided to go to the police to report the loss. I felt worried about what might happen next. I also spent time looking for it myself, but unfortunately, I felt shocked when I realized I had truly lost my wallet. This experience really highlights how unsettling losing something important can be and ties into the overall theme of dealing with unexpected setbacks and how we respond emotionally. Let's take a closer look at the notes in the chart. These notes are really the backbone of this slide, helping us understand the key points more thoroughly. As I explain, I want you to focus on how these details connect to our overall theme, improving efficiency and effectiveness. The notes highlight the importance of clear communication, setting measurable goals, and regularly reviewing progress. These elements are essential because they ensure everyone is aligned and moving in the same direction. When we incorporate these practices, we foster a culture of continuous improvement, which ultimately supports our broader objectives. So, keep in mind that these notes serve as practical tips that translate into real-world success when applied consistently. When writing a personal narrative, it's important to follow a few key steps to ensure your story is engaging and meaningful. First, think about the key points you want to communicate. These are the main ideas or experiences that will give your story depth and clarity. Next, it's essential to explain these points thoroughly, but in a conversational way. You want your audience to feel like they're hearing a story from a friend, so keep it natural and relatable. Highlight the most important concepts. These are the moments or lessons in your story that you want your audience to remember. And finally, always connect your points back to the overall theme of your presentation. This helps create a cohesive narrative that reinforces your message and keeps your audience engaged throughout. Remember, a well-structured personal narrative not only shares your experience, but also supports the bigger picture you're trying to convey. So, at this point, I realize that the reader might start feeling bored and lose interest because there's very little purpose in just reading the same lines over and over. It's easy to get lost in the details and forget why it matters. I noticed a sticker on one of the suitcases. It was my sticker, which meant that particular suitcase was mine. It's a small detail, but it really helped me identify my luggage quickly amidst all the others. Then I saw someone had lined up alone beside the carousel, which made me stop and check my own luggage again. These little moments highlight how important it is to stay alert and engaged, especially when dealing with repetitive or mundane tasks like retrieving luggage. Overall, this slide emphasizes the importance of paying attention to details and staying purposeful in what we're doing. It's a reminder that even small clues, like a sticker, can make a big difference in navigating busy situations smoothly.